Welcome back to part 2 of our video tutorial where we are learning how to design and model a tiny home using SketchUp. In the first video we got as far as doing the walls and the doors for our tiny home. In this video we're going to be doing the bathroom. So if we come and look at our plans over here on the left, see our bathroom has a toilet, a sink and a shower all in there. So that's a lot of things to fit into a very, very small space. So let's see how we go with this. Instead of drawing those objects myself, I'm simply going to go to the 3D warehouse, which is built into SketchUp here, and has a whole heap of designs made by other people. I'm going to start by searching for the word toilet, and you're going to see in a few seconds time all these different toilets appear. Okay, up to you which toilet you would like to bring into your house, but I'm going to just stick with one of these top ones here. This one here is fairly simple, and the reason I'm going with this one is because it looks good and has a small file size. So the file sizes are written beneath each picture. If you see files with KB on the end, that's a good thing. Kilobytes. That means it's a small file size. If, however, you see an image with MB on the end, megabytes, you know that the file size is starting to increase and can really slow down your designs and slow down your computer. So we don't want to have any large file sizes in our design today. So while they might look a bit better, we're going to go with the simple designs. I'm going to go with this toilet here. So I'm going to press the download arrow. That'll take a couple of seconds to download onto my computer, and I can now drag a toilet around and drop it into my design somewhere. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it down the end here. Not right against the wall, but close to that side wall, and it should be resting against the back wall, like so. Okay, remember we've got a lot to fit in here, so space is of the essence. So it's going to be fairly cozy up there against that wall. Now, I'm not sure what that line is there, so I'm going to grab my erase tool and just erase it, if it lets me. Don't think it does. Oh yeah, it did. It was part of the toilet. It's gone now. Alright, so, yeah. Put on a bit of a show for people out in the lounge room there, but if the door's shut, that won't be an issue. So the next thing we're going to put in is the sink. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the warehouse, and instead of searching for toilet, I'm going to look for bathroom sink. And again, you can choose which bathroom sink you want. Remember, look for smaller file sizes and nothing too big. This bathroom sink here looks alright. That one's not too bad either. You can get one with a big vanity, which is like your storage as well, if you would like. It's up to you, like this sort of thing here you could put in, but I think it's going to be too big. So just scroll through and find one that you like the looks of. Trying to find one that's nice and small, nothing too big. I might just try this one here. It's a bit ugly, but let's give it a go. If it's too big, we can always scale it down. Okay, does look a bit ugly, but let's throw it in anyway. Now this one's going to need a bit of rotating, so I might actually do that outside of the house first of all. To rotate an object, there is a rotation tool here. Okay, let it use the shortcut. And when you click on that, it's not a simple click and drag job. You've actually got different ways to rotate it. If I hover over this design, you can see a red protractor, we've got a blue one, and a black one there. Okay, we want the blue protractor to appear. And once you see the blue protractor down the bottom of the shape there appearing, just click once, then click somewhere near another corner, and start dragging it around. We want to drag it around 90 degrees so it's facing the right way, like so. And then it's just a matter of moving it over into the bathroom. And you know what? I don't like that design. It's just ugly. I shouldn't have chose it. So I'm going to go back and choose something that might look a bit better. Let's just try this one. Yeah, that one will do. Nothing too fancy. Again, I'm going to have to rotate it. Sorry about that. Take me 2 seconds. Blue protractor. Click once. Click a second time. Rotate it 90 degrees. Grab your move tool. Now, I want to get the back of this. I'm going to grab one of the back corners and drag it across so it snaps into the back wall somewhere. Now, we want it fairly close to the toilet. Now, that's below the ground for some reason, so I'm going to have to grab that bottom corner. There we go. Now, that's a little bit big for my liking, so I may resize that a little bit using the scale tool just to bring it down a bit in size. Hopefully that's okay. I might hide the walls for a second. So if I go to this little button over here and look for the walls and hide them. Oh, it's the doors I want to hide. Not sure where this door is exactly. I might just Control X to cut it out for a sec. There, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave that sink there. Okay, it's cozy, but that's what we need. Alright, from here, we are going to go back to the warehouse and get a shower. So I'll search up bathroom shower and see what options I've got. Might be easier just to search the word shower, actually. I think you'll get, more options. There you go. So you don't want anything too big and bulky, just something nice and simple like this one here. Yeah, that looks like it'll do me. We don't have to rotate it, so that's a win. So go down, work out where it needs to go. It shouldn't be as high as the roof, but it still should be a fair way up, because you want to get tall people under your shower still as well. So I'm going to start by putting it there, and then I'll come in and have a look. We could probably nudge it a little bit to the left, so people have room to actually move in the shower, but that looks pretty good. Now to separate the sink and the toilet from the shower, we might put a glass screen up called a shower screen. So back in the, it's on the wrong buttons here, in the warehouse, let's search for shower screen. Now be careful here, we can't actually have a door on the shower screen. So this first one here actually has a door on it. So don't use that first one. You kind of just want a glass panel. So this one here would be good, but the size, 6.5 megabytes, no good. Let's keep looking. There's a fairly small piece of glass, 72 kilobytes. I don't mind that. That might be our best one. I'm just going to see if there's any others down further. That one up there had a black border on it, which I didn't really want, but see how we go. Here's a single shower screen. We'll bring that in and see how that looks. Now, it shouldn't be as tall as the walls, this shower screen. It is facing the wrong way, so let's just do a quick rotate there before we put it in. Click once on the blue protractor, click a second time on a corner, swing it around 90 degrees and drop it. Now with your move tool, go and grab the bottom corner. And don't worry if it doesn't fit perfectly just yet. As long as we get it in against that wall, that's good. Now the height looks pretty good. Happy with the height. It's just that no one can get in the shower at the moment because the screen's too wide. Okay, and if I look down on top of the shower there appears to be plenty of room for people to actually go in and have a shower, which is good. So it's a scale job now to get it down to size. So use your scale tool and press the letter S to try and scale that down a bit. Actually, we don't want to go down, we actually want to come inwards. So you have to grab that middle one. It's going to let us grab it there. Might need to zoom in a bit. There it is. Just drag it across a bit, and then you'll have to do a bit of a resize as well. It needs a bit more of a resize. There we go. Oops. It's getting a bit stuck in the walls there. Now I'm going to use the move tool to just drag that corner back. Snaps in there. Now probably still needs a slight retouch just to get it a little bit skinnier so people can actually get through that gap and into the shower. That's probably what we needed, something along those lines. I'll just grab my select tool and we'll go and have a look. I can probably nudge this sink across a little bit. I feel that that is a bit close to the toilet now that I've got room to move. Should be able to move that across a little bit. There we go. So it was a very small space, but with some strategic positioning, we managed to get toilet, shower and sink all in there. That looks pretty sweet to me. Now to make it look a bit more like a bathroom, let's go ahead and put some tiles in. We'll do a bit of tiling. So in your materials panel over here, go to the little cube with the magnifying glass, scroll down the list of materials and choose tiles, and choose some bathroom tiles that you like the looks of. I'm going to go with this kind of marble effect here. Now before I put it in, I'm actually going to have to grab my select tool, the black arrow, and double click on the walls. Now I can go and grab that click around on each of those walls and the floor actually. Oh, the floor was all connected there. Might have to work on that in a minute. So just double click out of that with your selection tool there once you're done. So you've got the walls of the bathroom tiled. That's looking pretty good. Actually, I've forgotten one thing in that bathroom, which is a mirror. Can't have a bathroom without a mirror, so quickly just go back to your warehouse there and search for a bathroom mirror. See what options we've got to work with. Simple mirror is all we're after. This round one here doesn't look too bad. I might download that in a sec if there's nothing better. Nah, let's go with it. Simple round mirror, download it. Let's stick it in. Of course it needs to rotate, so quickly grab your rotation tool and give it a 90-degree rotate. It's the right way, yep, that will be fine. Grab your move tool. It's gone behind the wall there. Let me just grab the right corner. There we go. We'll put that above the sink somewhere. I think that looks pretty good. Oops. There we go. So the bathroom looking pretty much done and dusted apart from the floor. Alrighty, so what we're left to do now is fix this floor up. At the moment I've only drawn in a very simple floor, but actually haven't made it a proper floor yet. So what we're going to do is grab our rectangle tool, and I'm going to click in this top corner here, make sure I'm on the blue layer there, so that when I draw my rectangle that's going across the floor, and then come all the way down to this corner here just outside the door. And that's created a floor for that section. Now I am going to, should I pull it down or should I raise it up? That is the question. So we do need to use the push-pull tool. We need about 100mm flooring here. Now I should have drawn this at the start, but I wonder if I can get under it and push it down. I wonder if it will let me. There we go, it does. So we're going to come down 100mm. Press enter. Okay, now that should be okay. Now I should be able to colour in that floor now with my marble tile look. A little bit hard to see there because it's like level with the floor, so we might even raise it up just 1mm so you can see it a little bit better. There we go, so it's just raised up by 1mm. That was probably my mistake from not doing the flooring right, but we now have fully tiled bathroom. It is all set up and ready to go. If we just work our way back under the house here, we might just try and fix all this flooring up quickly. What I'm going to do is grab my rectangle tool, just click and drag across the bottom there. Hopefully I can pull down. Oops. And we're going to go down 100mm. Okay, that's just going to be for our slab, so we could probably pull this down a little bit too. Looks pretty good there now. Hopefully the inside still looks all right. Okay, so we've got a concrete slab now around our house. If you want, you can even maybe grab a stone. We'll just grab a colour, like a grey, and just colour that slab in. Usually you wouldn't have that bit there, but because I buggered up in the first video, we do now. So there's our concrete slab now beneath the ground, pretty much. And we've got pretty decent looking tiny home now. All right, we'll come back in the next video where we'll start to work on this main living area. So I'll see you shortly.